President Biden also signed 2 executive orders focused on equity. One prevents discrimination in the workplace based on sexual orientation and gender identity.
As 41 Actions reporter Andres Gutierrez explains, the other requires agencies to review their actions to ensure racial equity.
A cry for racial justice, some 400 years in the making, moves us. The dream of justice for all will be deferred no longer.
It's a promise President Joe Biden is beginning to fulfill in one of his first executive orders instructing federal agencies to prioritize racial equity and review policies that reinforce systemic racism.
To name racial equity and talk about bringing the country together in that way, not only talks about the priorities, but I think about how those are going to be ranked and what those should mean for the American public during his administration.
On the campaign trail, the president outlined a plan to address racial disparities from health to policing.
Issues like we have here in Missouri, where an officer can be fired in one location and simply go to work in the next jurisdiction or the next smallest town and continue bad practices. These are not officers that deserve to be officers.
Biden also pledged to make a fair criminal justice system.
He was instrumental in that 1994 crime bill, which contributed to the high levels of incarceration, of mass incarceration that we see now. So in some ways, he's got some problems that he needs to fix.
Attorney David Grumman sits on the board of More Squared, a local advocacy organization. He's cautiously optimistic about what's ahead.
I think there was unfortunately a sense by some folks once Obama got elected, hey, we elected a African-American president. This is a post-racial nation. We've clearly seen that's not the case. We have a lot of work to do. We have a lot of listening to do.
In Kansas City, Andres Gutierrez, 41 Action News.